Hey everybody, welcome back to Susan Lynn Psychic Medium. It's great to see you again. Thanks for being here. Listen, I want to say first of all that welcome to the new subscribers. I'm happy that you're here. I think you'll find that we have a really awesome group here. So welcome aboard. If you're viewing this video and you watch a lot of my videos, but you don't subscribe, I want you to consider subscribing. We're trying to build our little community here. And once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something really cool. And I don't really know what that is, but you'll want to see it. So subscribe, please, and join us. Sorry for the shadows. It is nighttime or beginning nighttime. But the reason I'm coming is I actually wanted to do something fun and funny. Before I do that, though, I want to tell you that, yes, indeed, I see Biden signing a bill that will be a stimulus bill, a bill that will send more checks into your bank account. So that is good news. And I do see him signing a bill that is not the bill that the Republicans put forth. They put forth one that had a 600 trillion or something like that, some unbelievable number. But I do see them signing a bill that's really closer to a 1 in front of it. So a 1.1 or a 9, very close to $1 trillion, that $1 trillion. So that's good news. Okay, I wanted to say that because we all want to know when we're going to start getting some help. And I'll also say, since I'm just connected to them, I connect to my guides, my spirit guides, and they talk to me during these readings. So I wanted this to be a funny reading, but I guess we're going to talk business. We're going to talk shop. We're going to get down to business first, and then we're going to have some fun, apparently. They want to talk about the fact that help is on the way. I see more rent help. I see more homeowners help. I know that you can defer your payments on your mortgages right now. I'm not sure if there's a deadline or if that has ended or is ending soon, but I want to tell you that in some way it's going to be extended. I also see tax help coming, and I don't mean the kind of tax help that Trump had given us, which was basically a deferred tax, right? The 941, or the part of the tax that you pay from your wages out of your paycheck, that he just basically gave that a deferment. So unfortunately, this April, we're all going to be paying that back tax. It's not going to be pretty, right? It's a tax that just got deferred until April. You're still paying it. So you got a little money in your account, you know, for those months, but now you're going to have to pay it back. But what I see is some sort of tax abatement is the word that just came out of my mouth. I don't really know how that looks, but I do know that they're going to work on that. So those things are coming. They're good news. I do see, if you haven't watched my other videos, I do see vaccines coming in quickly and plentifully. I see that Biden is going to use the War Powers Act to take over factories to create the vaccines here in America and get them out ASAP. At least for those of you that want to take the vaccine, and that would be me, you're going to be able to get it. And I do believe by July and August, I know he said 100 days. I can't tell you what 100 days is right now. 100 days, 30, 60, so 30, 60, 90, 3 months, so a little over 3 months. So it looks like he's going to meet his goal. It looks like July, August, we will be vastly vaccinated. So if you really want to get the vaccine, you will have it by then. If you're just kind of on the fence about it, then that's when those people would be probably thinking about getting it. But if you really want a vaccine, you'll have it by then, and that's good. It doesn't make us superhuman. It doesn't make that you can just go outside and have a wedding with 200 guests. That's unfortunately not the case, okay? But it will save lives. And that is a good thing. That is something to be very happy about. And my God, just going into summer and feeling a little bit more normal would be amazing for us. It would really, our travel industry is about to just fall right over the cliff. So that would help them as well. So that's all good news. And I want to continue with now. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. If you're not familiar with me, what happens is my guides, my spirit guides, talk to me a lot. And people always say, how do they talk to you so much more than they talk to me, or to, why is that, right? Well, I'll say one thing is that you have to trust the message. They are talking to you. People always, in readings that I do, psychic readings, they always say, my guides don't talk to me. And then I'm able to point out 10 times that their guides talk to them, and they validate it. And I say, that was 10 times that your guides talk to you. You didn't believe it. You thought it was a coincidence, or you just brushed it off, or you thought you were crazy imagining things. That's what you have to do. You have to stop that. You have to start believing in it, trusting the message, okay? Once you start trusting the message, then they know that they're getting through to you, and then the communication becomes much quicker, easier, and happens more often. So there is that. Now, when you get to my place where I'm at with my guides, I just had a reading today, and she said her guides told her to become a vegetarian. So literally, overnight, she became a vegetarian. Okay, well, here's the difference between her and me. If they told me to be a vegetarian, I would laugh a lot. I mean, I think it's awesome, and I do think about it, to be honest with you. I really do think about it, and I'm not going to rule it out. I think I'm heading that direction in a very slow motion, sort of a tortoise kind of plodding way. But my guides and I tend to push back a little bit. I guess you would say that I argue with them. And I've said many times, I'm not proud of it. And I've also said, don't be like me. I often say that in my readings. Don't be like Susan. Listen to them. So, but I will tell you a few stories, which I think are hilarious. Again, I'm not proud. I mean, I'm a pretty mature person. I'm a pretty grounded person. I'm not a sulker. I'm not dramatic, except for when my guides tell me what to do, because it's like having your mom in your head at the age of 55 telling you to not eat the pizza. And it's like, I'm 55, I'm going to eat the pizza. You know what I mean? So if you experienced it, you may react the same way. You never know, right? So I want to talk about one of the things, I know there's so many stories, but one of the things that they did this was probably about maybe 8 or 9 months ago. Okay. I have a bit of a donut addiction, which means that I only have donuts every 3 times a year, max 3 times a year. They're just not good for me, right? I know that, so I just don't eat them. So here's one of those 3 times a year. I've got a donut in my hand. I wish I had one right now, just for visualization purposes, but it would be really good to have one. But I had this donut in my hand, and I was eating it, and I hear the guides say, now, how do they talk to me? It's not really a full voice. It's more like a thought voice, if that makes any sense. It's not an impression. It's not a picture. They're talking to me, but it's in my head, not through my ears. You can actually hear spirit voices through your ears. That's a whole different story. Okay. They're talking in my head. So I got this donut, and they say, we're going to do this, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're going to do it. And then I'm thinking, this is my guides talking. I shouldn't just agree with anything. I should really get some clarification. So I was like, wait, what? What are we going to do? The whole time, donut, chocolate donut, just so you know, no sprinkles. But anyway, they say this YouTube thing, we're going to do that. And I'm like, okay, I how you just tell people, okay, hoping they'll go away. Please just go away. Stop talking to me. Could be your husband or wife. It could be your mother. It could be your kid. It could be your boss. Who knows? I'm like, yeah, okay. And they're like, well, we just want to let you know. I'm like, okay, thinking I have free will. I have free will. They can't make me do this. So I'm thinking, I'll just tell them whatever they want to hear. They'll go away. So then they say, well, just so you know, we're going to do this fat or thin. It doesn't matter to us. We love you either way. So just so you know, And at that point I was eating, I had taken a bite and I literally spit it out. I literally spit it out because I was laughing so hard. I spit out my donut and I thought, geez, man, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's funny to me. Like when they said I need to address this, I think, for some reason. The last video or the one before, I asked the guides how I was doing translating their information. And they said, you're doing a hack job. And it was funny to me. Now, let me tell you something. I don't talk bad about myself. I don't allow it. And I don't let other people talk bad about me. But for some reason, me and the guides have this kind of relationship where I allow them to tease me. I don't really like that or prefer that with anybody else. As a matter of fact, I'm a really earnest person. So if you tease me, I probably won't pick up on it. And I'll either ignore you because I won't understand what you just said or why you said it, or you'll make me really mad. The second thing is what you don't want to see. So, but for some reason, my guides, they make me laugh and they love to see me laugh. So that's how we got here, folks, with a donut. That's how I got here. So I'm going to kind of piece this video together a little bit because I don't want to bore you. And I've written everything. I just spent a day writing down some of the things. Once I connected with them, they reminded me of some of the things they've said that were funny. I'll tell you, here's a good one. So I've given my guides permission. Okay, so this is important. People say, I ask my guides for advice all the time. I never get advice, whatever. I gave my guides permission, and I mean from my heart, permission to talk to me about fitness and eating because frankly, I've struggled with my weight off and on throughout my life. But I like to work out actually. So that's a bonus. But with COVID, I haven't been able to work out, right? Plus last year I got an astrology reading, and please don't hate me, astrologers, don't hate me. But when you guys say Jupiter and Saturn and we don't understand what you're talking about. But what I heard was Jupiter, blah, 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 you're going to gain weight. So I was like, I heard you're going to gain weight or you could potentially gain weight. So here I am in COVID with whatever the heck Jupiter is doing to my darn astrology. And I'm thinking, I can't gain weight. I can't gain weight. So I talked to my guides and I'm telling me what I can do. I don't feel comfortable going to the gym. I have not felt comfortable going to the gym. So I asked them and here's what they told me. They said, well, you see those stairs right there? You can go up and down those stairs like 3 times and then increase your reps. And I'm like, I don't even like going up those stairs 1 time. I mean, that's not a good, I did try it. And I'm like, no, my knees hurt. This is not going to work for me. I'm not going to do it. Can you suggest something else? So, but I thought it was interesting. I mean, they get an A for really unusual suggestion when you're locked in your house during a pandemic of how to get some exercise. So I thought that was reasonable. So the next thing I know, I literally weeks go by and I get this urge. This is when you get contact by your guides. You get an urge. You don't know why. It comes out of the blue. You just get this urge. I got an urge to go check out this park. I hadn't been in this house for very long and I hadn't really checked out anything. And I knew there was some park somewhere. So I decided to grab the dogs and put leashes on them and go check out this park. Well, it turns out this park is my saving grace. It's 2-mile loop and it goes through some woods. And that's what makes me feel better. Woods make my blood pressure go down. They make me calm. That's my happy place. Water and woods. These woods have just a little bit of water in them. So, considering that I live in, no nature land, this is like a big deal, right? So they sent me this urge and I got this message to go to the woods, the park that is, and I go there every day and I walk 2 miles and I've actually lost a little weight because of that. So oftentimes for whatever reason, they talk to me all day, but breakfast is like a big deal for them. And breakfast for me, I love breakfast. Maybe that's why it's a big deal for them. I am a bread person. I'm a sweets person. I would love to eat a big cinnamon roll for breakfast. That would be awesome. But I've also been known to eat cold pizza for breakfast. So not really the best breakfast choices, right? So if left to my own devices, I'll have toast if there's nothing else to eat, you know? So, and sometimes I'll eat cereal. So, here I am getting ready to make breakfast, and this is the picture that they show me. Now, I told you what I like to eat, right? I told you what I like to eat. This is a picture I wrote down, thinking about breakfast. They show me putting asparagus in a juicer. Asparagus, just the whole asparagus dropped down into the juicer. And you know what I wrote? That's a hard no. That's a hard no. Like, I'm not even going to laugh at that. That is silly. You guys are crazy. So then the next thing that happens is, oh my gosh. So I eat kashi cereal, which I think is healthy. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not Frosted Flakes, right? It's kashi. It's got to be healthy, right? It's semi-organic and stuff. It's got fiber in it. So anyway, I had poured, but the problem was, somebody had given me or left a box, which I never eat, of these Honey Nut Cheerios. I mean, they were just in the cupboard for some reason. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll mix the Cheerios with the kashi, and that way I get a little bit of healthy, right? So as I mix this all together, I hear them say, too much sugar. And I'm like, come on, it's not that bad. You know, this is, and I do talk to them out loud for some reason. It makes living with me very interesting. So I'm like, no, it's not that bad. Too much sugar. I'm like, really? I mean, come on. They're like, too much sugar. And when they keep repeating like that, that means they're real serious. They're not just going to go away. Like, they went away when I told them I wasn't putting asparagus in a juicer and drinking it for breakfast. They went away. But now they're like making a stand, and they're telling me I need protein. This is like the big thing now. Now I have to have protein for breakfast. So literally, and I'm going to try to put the picture on this screen. Literally, I threw out my cereal. I threw it out, the whole milk cereal and everything, and made eggs and ate eggs. Now, when I eat eggs, now, you know, they're not going to stop with just that, right? So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm making eggs, I'm going to make toast, and I'm going to put butter on my toast, and I'll make eggs, and then maybe I'll put some sausage, and then maybe I'll put some cheese. So then they've got me down, but literally that's how I would normally do it. And they're like, okay, that's too many, that's too much. And so they started out with, before I could even get the sausage out, I got the eggs out, I got the cheese out, and they're like, do you need cheese? And I'm like, yeah, I need cheese. Don't you need cheese? I mean, don't y'all eat cheese over there? Can't you eat whatever you want over there? Do you think that's fair? You know, this is the problem. So they're like, you don't really need the cheese. So I'm like, man, so, you know, what did I do? Put cheese on it and ate it. And it was good. But what happens is, it's like slow drip spirit torture, right? They, over a period of time, they wear me down. So now they have me eating scrambled eggs I cook in a bowl, so it's not even fried. You know, you just scramble them up and you put them in the microwave for 2 minutes, and they come out like an egg patty. And I eat that with salt and pepper, no cheese, no bacon or sausage, usually one piece of bread. So that's what they've got me down to. But I just think it's funny as anything that they do this stuff about the eggs. Apparently protein is important. That's all I can tell you. So, you know, oh gosh, they do this. They went through this like a whole binge season, a season of the guides, you know, binging on this. I would be drinking in the morning. I would have coffee. And I would say out loud to myself, because apparently I talk out loud all the time, I would say, I need to get some more coffee. But that's what my brain said. But instead I said water. So as I'm holding my coffee cup, I said, I need to get some more water. And I look and I think, I didn't think water. And then I'm like, oh, good try, guides, good try, you know. But this is what they do. They slip those words. You know, we call them Freudian slips. They're not Freudian slips, you guys. That's your guides. That's your guides slipping in their little 2 cents or trying to help you do whatever it is you need to do. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, here's one. Here's my breakfast. I get the impression that cheese is not needed. they say it is just, I say it's just one slice. They send me an impression of putting cheese on everything. They send me the impression, I say it's just one slice, and then they send me the impression of me putting cheese on everything. God. Okay, I don't know who my guides are. I don't know if they did stand up, but they're really good. So I'm like, I think, this is what I wrote. I think, good point. Listen to this, you guys. Cheese is good with everything. While putting cheese on my eggs. I'm like, good point. You're right. Cheese is good with everything while I put the cheese on my eggs. This, y'all, this is every day. I'm not kidding. Oh my God. Here's another one. Now, I don't eat terribly bad every day, especially now. Well, for one, who's got time? Who's got time to make a big breakfast, right? Well, COVID time, we have more time. But so here's another one. I feel like I want pancakes. I want pancakes, and when I want pancakes, I want to have syrup and I want to have sausage. And I wasn't going to have like pancakes and sausage and eggs. And I wasn't going to have all of that, but I was going to have pancakes and syrup and sausage. And I said, that's what I want. I'm going to go make myself pancakes, syrup, and sausage. And they say, oatmeal. I'm not kidding. They said oatmeal. I was like, oatmeal? I mean, what does oatmeal have to do with pancakes and sausage? Nothing. It is not in the same food group. You know what I mean? How can you get that from that? But they do. So you know what? I ended up having oatmeal. So this is how they're sort of training me to eat better. Oh man, I'm telling you. Yeah. So here's the thing with the pancakes. I said, seriously, how much worse is pancakes? How much worse is pancakes? No answer. No answer from them. I say, what if I exercise and work it off? No answer. So I take that to mean that it's okay. And I walk around the house with slumped shoulders, trying to convince myself that it's okay to have pancakes. Then they remind me that I was going to eat breakfast out the next day, and it won't be healthy. You know, the breakfast that I was going to go to the next day was not known for healthy breakfast. So I said, damn, oatmeal it is. So, I mean, y'all, this is living with them. I'm telling you, yeah, this is when they said walk up and down the stairs. This is good for discernment. I've talked about the time when they asked me to bring the hammer, and I couldn't understand, why do I need to bring a hammer for this project? But it turns out that I needed it not for the project, but to prep for the project, which I wasn't thinking about. So here's another one. As I get it ready to take the dogs on my walk that I told you about, they say, bring your jacket. And I said, you know, this is like an intention or a nudge, bring a jacket. And I said to myself, you know, I have a jacket in my truck. And they say, bring a jacket. And, you know, they're not dumb. You know what I mean? They wouldn't say, bring a jacket again if I didn't need to bring a jacket. So then that makes me think, maybe I don't have a jacket in the truck. You know, I mean, maybe the jacket I thought was in the truck is in the closet. So I open up the closet, it's not in the closet. So I'm like, the jacket is in the truck. I know it is. Right? So they say, bring a jacket. So I'm left with trying to figure out what the heck they're talking about. So I open up the closet again and I say, which jacket do I bring? Well, I just wanted to grab this one that had it was kind of like a rain jacket. So I said, fine, I don't care. I grabbed the rain jacket. I put it in the truck. I get out of the truck at the park. Both jackets are in the truck still. So I get out of the truck, and they're like, bring your jacket. And I'm like, for Christ's sakes. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It doesn't look like the temperature feels good. So whatever, I bring the rain jacket, and sure enough, 2 miles into my walk, it starts raining out of nowhere. out of nowhere. And I needed the hood, I needed the whole thing. So again, listening to them, it's just a nudge. You start listening, and then all of a sudden they take over your life. And they tell you what to eat for breakfast and stuff like that, and how to exercise and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope this is funny for you guys. I don't know if it is. Oh my gosh. Grab jeans because they're downstairs, easy to grab. This is the last one, you guys. I'm going for a walk, and I grab my jeans because they're downstairs and they're there, and they're cleaning and they're out of the laundry, and I grab them and I put them on, and they say, how did they say it? Yes. They don't say anything. They show me a picture of mud on my jeans. Mud. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want mud on my jeans. I just got them out of the dryer. I was going to wear them for the rest of the day. If I got mud on, like big problem. And so I'm thinking, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not muddy. And then they show me specifically mud by my ankles. And they show me with a paper towel trying to wipe the mud off so that I can wear the jeans for the rest of the day. So I'm like, okay, nobody wants that foolishness. So I go upstairs and I get my other pants that, wipe off really easy. They're nylon. And I wear them. And sure enough, I had forgotten all about the whole mud thing because I'm walking 2 miles. It's almost like a meditation thing. I'm walking. I'm trying to keep the dogs from, chasing things. And sure enough, I step in mud, like a mud puddle, and the water brushes all the way up on my ankles. And I just shake my head. I'm just like, they're right again. They're right again. So anyway, these are just some of the stories. And the last one, they're talking about how many times, it's so irritating. So why don't your guides tell you everything you need to know, right? So in this situation, you could tell there's an ulterior motive. In this situation, my clothes are upstairs. So I forgot something. I forgot socks. So I go upstairs and I'm going to take a shower. And the shower that I wanted to use was downstairs. So I needed to get all my clothes together, right? And I thought I had everything, but I forgot socks. So I go upstairs, get the socks. I come back downstairs. I get downstairs. I realize I'm missing, my bra. So then I'm like, okay. So I go back upstairs and I'm thinking, why didn't they tell me that I was missing that when I went to go get the socks? But I think the ulterior motive was to get me to go up the stairs twice, because when I got up there, I was like, is there anything else that I need before I leave? So then they told me one more thing, and I was like, okay, now we're talking. So, I was able to get everything and go downstairs. So anyway, I hope this was entertaining for you. I hope you can see how if you do bring your guides into your life, that they're going to be a permanent fixture, and they're going to be in your head all the time, helping you. I mean, it's help, right? This is all good stuff they're helping me with. I asked them to help me, so they're helping me. And truly, I have stopped eating pancakes. Oh, the other thing they tell me is empty calories. Like I'll go to eat something and they're like empty calories. I mean, there's no energy in that. Why would you eat that? And I'm like, man, because it's good. That's why. And the other thing they told me was, this is how they got me to start me walking. I would sit at my desk in the morning and start working. And then at lunch, I would get up and go get lunch. And they said, well, you ate breakfast, but you didn't expend any calories. And now you're eating lunch. You know what I mean? It's just true, right? I mean, we're just like hamsters on some kind of eating plan, It's like, no, I got to go eat my lunch. And they were like, well, why do you need lunch? You didn't do anything. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was still going to eat lunch, but duly noted. So anyway, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this little romp through the my life with my guides, my spirit guides. And I have a new video coming up that's going to be pretty serious. I actually need your help with it because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, the guides wake me up in the middle of the night and just drop things into my consciousness. A lot of times they don't make sense. So 3 things they dropped into my consciousness in the last 3 weeks really didn't make any sense to me until today. I started figuring out like how they were connected, and not only how they're connected, but how they have 2 separate but equally important meanings. So I think the guides are teaching us discernment. So, you know, yes, we say, oh yes, A plus B equals C, but sometimes A plus B equals C and D. Right? And so I think they really want to help us. This is a really an important time in history, but also an important time in our lives where you are, if you're watching this video right now, you are a spiritual person. More than likely, you have spiritual abilities, psychic abilities, mediumship abilities, healing, Reiki, all kinds of different abilities, and they're waking up with you right now. And discernment is very important. It's very important to have really good discernment. For one thing, that's how I learned which of these voices is Susan and which of these voices is them. So that's super important, right? So now, you know, in the beginning it was hard because I thought, well, that's just me. That's just me thinking that, right? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I would never think, don't put cheese on something. So that was a giveaway. But you know, in the beginning, it wasn't that clear, right? In the beginning, it was just little nudges, you know, like take the jacket or take the hammer or, you know, boy, I want to go for a walk. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I want to go for a walk, you know? That's them. That's them. That's your guides, your spirit guides, okay? So anyway, this next video is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to have some important information in it. And I think it's going to be pretty mind-bending. So, and I'm going to ask your help in the next video because I don't have all the pieces together yet. I have enough pieces together that I can do a video, but I still don't understand all of the whole puzzle. So I'm going to put it out there for you guys to watch and shoot me comments and join in on the fun of cracking this case. Hey everybody, I'm back to tell you one more important thing, and that is I am going to be on a YouTube channel called Heart and Soul Connected tomorrow, which is Friday the 5th, and I believe I'm going to be on her channel at 5:30. So you can look up Heart and Soul Connected, or I will put the information in the description box below. And then in very big information to drum roll, I am going to be on Whimsy Anderson's channel, which is mind-blowing, amazing, fantastic. I'm going to be on her channel Monday, whatever day Monday is. Monday is the 8th of February, and I will put that information in the content in the box below as well. So just those updates, and I'm very thrilled to be on both channels. It's exciting for me. I am so grateful. So hopefully you will pop over to those channels and check out the interviews, and I would appreciate it. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Look, if you guys enjoyed this, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video. Share it with friends if you like. And most of all, be safe. Sending you love and light. Take care.